Payroll change is on the menu, and smart operators are serving a new strategy. By Stacia Wood, Cornell Stager, and Kristen Harrell.
Change isn't new for restaurants. From managing shift schedules to creating growth opportunities for frontline teams, workforce priorities evolve fast. And now payroll policy is changing too, hitting two familiar pressure points: labor costs and agility. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, OB3, rewrites how pay is taxed, timed, and reported, reshaping how restaurants manage one of their biggest expenses and most visible promises: getting pay right. In this environment, payroll isn't a back-office issue. It's central to trust, compliance, and workforce strategy. The challenge isn't just the policy changes, it's also about deciding how to act on them before they reach the floor. For employees, accurate pay builds trust. For operators, it protects performance. The focus now? Equip managers with knowledge and resources, transform financial literacy into employee value, and use scenario playbooks to manage disruptions before they hit operations.
Equip managers with knowledge and resources to deliver compliance in real time.
OB3 raises the bar with new tax deductions, tighter timelines, and updated pay reporting rules. For operators juggling tipped wages, hourly pay, in multiple states, complexity is growing, and so are the stakes. Even before OB3, payroll accuracy averaged just 78%, and fewer than half of companies have full visibility across locations. Source: PwC Workforce Radar 2024. In 2024, employers paid nearly $150 million in back wages under the Fair Labor Standards Act, mostly from tip and overtime errors. Source: Fair Labor Standards Act 2024. The costs are real. A server shorted on overtime or tips is unlikely to stay. A franchise group that misses compliance deadlines risks both fines and turnover. Policy updates may not be enough. Managers need the tools, training, and authority to apply new compliance rules on the floor. Digital dashboards that flag missing tips, quick mobile training on overtime, a 5-minute end-of-shift check to confirm hours and pay. When compliance becomes part of the daily routine, trust builds and risks shrink.
Transform financial literacy into lasting employee value.
OB3 doesn't just change payroll, it reframes how employees perceive value from their employer. In a tight labor market, operators should help their employees understand what's changing, how to benefit from new tax rules, and what can make their workplace stand out. It's a gap that many organizations are still trying to close. Nearly all HR leaders say their benefits are competitive, but only 25% of employees agree. Source: PwC Workforce Radar 2024. A strong employee value proposition starts with understanding what employees value most. Using preference analytics, leaders can help identify which elements of total rewards matter to their people and act accordingly. When employees see where their money goes and what they're really earning, it builds trust, transparency, and financial confidence. OB3 creates opportunities to strengthen the connection between employees and their employer. For example, tax-free overtime can offer meaningful financial advantages, but only when employees understand and believe in them. Financial literacy bridges that divide and makes tax benefits like qualified overtime deductions more tangible. Industry-leading operators are embedding education into everyday tools. For example, a quick-service restaurant chain could add an Understand Your Pay page into existing scheduling or payroll tools, complete with visuals and access to financial coaches for personalized advice. When employees understand their earnings, they can plan better, stay longer, and spend more in their communities, fueling the local demand that restaurants depend on.
Turn scenario modeling into a workforce playbook.
OB3's labor provisions change how restaurants manage pay, and each model could feel it differently. Many full-service restaurants rely on tips. Quick service depends on hourly pay and overtime to attract and retain staff. New tax deductions for qualified overtime compensation deduction available between 2025 and 2028, source PwC Tax Insight 2025, could prompt more employees to take extra shifts, altering labor budgets and scheduling patterns. Scenario planning can help operators see these ripple effects before they hit the bottom line. And modern AI tools can even simulate how policy changes affect wages, costs, and margins. But insights alone aren't enough. A workforce playbook turns those scenarios into clear scheduling and staffing guidance that managers can use in real time. The result? Higher payroll accuracy, lower turnover, and faster adaptation while competitors are still catching up.
The edge goes to the decisive.
OB3 could be a turning point for business leaders thinking about the future of workforce strategy in restaurants. To pull ahead, focus on 3 moves. Equip managers with knowledge and resources. Upskill employees on new rules. Outline end-of-shift paychecks. And define clear escalation paths. Make pay transparent for employees. Leverage in-app walkthroughs and financial guidance. Model scenarios early before they hit operations. Test overtime uptake, tip mix, turnover, and time to hire levers against cost and coverage. The restaurants that treat payroll changes as a strategic opportunity, not just as a compliance challenge, will likely move faster, retain talent longer, and stay ahead.
How is your organization preparing for payroll reform and workforce change? If you're looking to build a workforce strategy that's adaptive, future-ready, and built to perform, we'd love to connect. Please reach out to Stacia Wood, Cornell Stager, or Kristen Harrell for a conversation.